Ghana you be anka was a TVC Kumasi market Emma Hoshi. Na second one a kahon crown you see. Obi da so in Shomuton there. Yashina Makwam Nkrumah Akosombo so Yakoshino. Now Busasa one ashi, a obi mistake kura ashi and the hashi, a china hashi office be and obi free ho. Now you be holding accountable as a hashi.
And one say you can't near intimidation. My man ni nimeno 2012 to 2016 no. Once a sign or that than
any part bonny for in answer I saw them no.
Ya ka say munyi bi fro nkrofo bi sign nkrofo bi wo mompia manhia o mo pese like o mo pe mo downfall mo pam wo mo was it that
we know John Dramani Mahama. We've seen him, we've experienced him. He's the same John Dramani Mahama. He's not different.
In the way say we Ghana near onwene say MPP for bi na ekoye
Ubia wo Ghana bia na mu say Akosombo na ahye no mu sheda pa na mu shi no ubia wo Ghana bia na mu say Akosombo na ahye no mu sheda pa na mu ahye no mama free so no we ye din NDC for nyina ye din nti nyakopo kun de kuma no nti de mu ye no mu se mu mo asem kura.
The energy minister told us 5 hours was left.
Yes, that is their record. That's what they left. They left us 700 megawatt deficit, left us no fuel, left us 80 billion in debt at ECG, left us over $3 billion in debt in the sector. In 1 year, every single narrative, every single negativity they left us in the sector has been overturned, and he knows that. For 12 months, we haven't been shedding 1 megawatt of load for 12 months. In 1 year, we've paid $1.47 billion. For 12 months, we've cleared the $500 million guarantee that you failed to pay, World Bank guarantee that you depleted. We've paid your gas bills in 12 months.
Hey,
we need to build a new substation, a bigger one. When we are done, it will be 5 times the current capacity at home. Now from there, we can supply customers at good voltage, so they can power their equipment. Air conditioners can work, fans can work, motors can work.
Where do this go do Kumasi? Are you on Tanya into Python? Onyini home. Wakwasha omwa cables ni biasiama. When you say Tom.
Fatua na fa pie boto no. Obetuma tunu.
Adeno baby adunu anyayeka. Aye. Government suspends the chief executive officer of GRIDCo pending investigation into the fire incident at the Akosombo Power Control Center. Where in Insema Felix Kwakye Ofosu, our government spokesperson, Ediabase, the energy sector minister, Honorable John Abujinapo, Papa na take decision. Now, when medicanti Kevin Taylor, I was say, Adia way, Oko Apo, Honoma, ECG phone growth will be a MP before Omoba bro. Aha, Manyani.
Suddenly, the MP before who say, these two things here, NDC are buying, John Mahama, and NDC for air tackle. These are two serious things, sir. If the MDC government succeeds, and they are succeeding, we all see it, the MPP will never have to come to power again because there is nothing for them to do. And right now, no, MPP for no are activating almost so-called internal sabotages or saboteurs. Sorry, let me say that internal saboteurs. And I want to almost say they should start making sure say NDC taking a step forward. They will do everything possible to bring NDC back about 10 steps. And see, what we are seeing right now, say we are seeing people at Akosombo people at ECG, they are sabotaging the government. And we been in the one Akosombo siwa yesi eja substation mu. All that they want to do is say, sa capacity na NDC air building, sa air revamp na NDC air ye, sa changes na NDC air de kaya energy sector hono. They want to misdirected party, distract your bino. Send your beya. When we don't have power today, radio so I say John Mahama ni NDC the doom saba. And from what the MPP did, as I speak to you, GRIDCo for say majority of Nkura ewo Ghana kanye doom, all because MPP call for more ECG ebi shisha Akosombo no sheda etwaja atu Akosombo nim. Intimino can say unikania, it is clear. Clear, you need to understand, say MPP for no, they want something to talk about because Omaya BBA, I want to infant target John Mahama. Omaya BBA, I want to infant target NDC Abino. They want to start that conversation of some can you do so omobwa into right now they will start burning a ECG equipment. This is just the beginning.
Now Akwana so a prophet. Okasi Kumasi market beshi anche ana beshi no. Okasi any sector minister among for be she wo wase. Unim we too nice man, gentleman, umpe ho asem eso na emu asem. Na we some of the NDC people were complaining bitterly. I'm complaining saying, Nina say there are some of the MPP formerly known MPP members. Our mothers occupy certain positions are. Let the government down. Yeah, you move from fairness for sure. I'm saying, baby, men for one party take it all. Sana a mistake. Papa, I can ask me. Who did you say? Was standing as a regional chairman. I'm an MPP. National level, wabedu a friend say secretary level. Pain. I'm an MPP. And on your born get away, so on step aside. You investigated the entire side jam. And she was Akosombo. I'm saying, Sana NDC for the no complaining. Now ya can say debi. And you na mamuni na mamwa. Any people suba also be the same thing. Sana chese Ghana ye loyal to the country. Ye loyal to your political party. Na Ghana no be do this ye chemienu. Na MPP fafa. Na NDC fafa ni hutoye. People don't behave like this. The country na team no. Se nyeme say esetie ni na. Se ye me ni na o. No. Until so party paper power. No monya kwen obokro no wie sika die. No of mu living lavishly. Luxurious life. No three cars akese otobi man empena. No sie fie no. Se Ghana ni koyi kura ma ye ni na omompe. Aden na mamboy for sa. Aden na mamfo trimu ya de sa. Wey enkanya asembia o. But when he started na man focus na anu ye dem se mo bese chinchin atwa mo gas John Mahama. Already do so money din o. Ye kan John Mahama anu akudu so. Enti after the ma start e take that step. Then who the say the energy sector minister John Gina Pastor say ya say about 3,000 transformers. Yes sir, all transformers and transformers are ne capacity na nka nipa do say TV7 no and the seven bro and e woman na low shed na ba e woman na power no cost woman na ba form the say sir transformers eno so e bo ma manfo nya dum so yi ye no ye wie yempu pa Akosombo ashi. Now my question no say gone with the days now call this power plant areas here. Now a soldier for the police for mboko by. And then that's what it is. Do you have CCTV camera around? Say ne ye pedi owura ho. Almost say hi shit na so shit. Janan start obi back no. Ye pedi o yes adwuma na ye behu. Na say obi na sabotage ya. Na say indeed some of the MPP for you na so occupy position ya. Almost so many dem efemu wiase. It is easy in this friends Akosombo dam na she. Na say ye ni power. Ghana no ye different Ghana be ma say panana. Me like I'm shocked. How can someone want his country to fail that badly? But currently me they are not done pre. In team for your Vicenda Sefua Jerry Ahmed mo. Afenyo Markins me do maye no. I'm a feel say if the MPP can bend down the entire country. Now, I know Magana for your dinner swat to about 2028. Most of them will do it. Most of them, without even blinking an eye. Now, the idea is say the CEO of GRIDCo on step aside, and at the same time, go pay more Ashanti Region. Of course, on our expect say most of the position will be occupied by a man for Ashanti for. You say it's a you use the tribal traits into our politics. I only say Ashanti Mamu de do na MPP for major shake up as well. Koso was outside the hall. I must say a man for me, and yampa MPP for the year. And I said, at Ashanti Region or motor getty, and commonly baby didn't yepa. Do relax. Men could be here. Catch up my comment section as a MPP for living a yes. Is it the right thing? Must we find them, arrest them, jail them? And I say, as usual, now young man, your politics, Nyanka say, oh, when they sabotage because a yen in a national property. Say, light out, I call it every beer, affect your beer. But the echo sweet, a genuine and a generation. And as I'm people are sabotaging the current energy minister, John Jinapo, and John Dramani Mama. Catch them a comment section as not subscribe. Like in a shame on you in your behavior. Reverend about for essay, I feel the wapim. Wabre, and Jene Omeka, Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 20. Only Luke chapter 2, verse 5, bien yas and bia. Or catch them more Ghana for no. Say, Sandy Pabon, Semina Moyen. Nyansa Benu. Add the to an Akosombo Power. Yet to a Kajet market, they say, Beshan and Panapayasino. Or since a justice young qua. Nina, no, your mom for Sano.
O maya yen hu ye ho anu yie ye ho kyere ye obasore yes central market ya hye why na hye no ibra ye bebra ansa na amasama su hum kwan ya ye obitimi shada na odi pickers akotutu kwan ni why na wo ye no Oka wase kan Moses asem kire me meka wo se kwasia na ha kire wo. No, listen. The insult will be too much today. Oman ni mu ni padwene nye. Hospital timisi ho na mpansim. Ye be bra na mpakosim. Ghana yo bi anka wase yetimisi kumase market ema hoshe. Na second one na ka ho no kura no yasi obi da so tie nsuo mu ton ade ya hye na ma kwame nkruma Akosombo so ya ko hye no na busasa ho na hye obi mistake kura ahye ene ha hye ekira ha hye office bi ene obi free ho na ya be holding accountable ese ho ahye na ya wo say Obitimi kosa transformer SL area no okotwitwa wires no de call asa abuo bi na wu ni say wodwene ho kura wonte ase na wo ka say wo say wo man na wo say agujo ma ama so ana otwi wodi na ahene wadi krom wo say wo man na ma minister bi and a minister of energy and wo mehwe na kani an nso MTN companies omo generator omo di si ba bia se bia and area na light call for mo be power ma wanya internet no obitimi kotwe mu diesel obitimi ko tam plant no de oman be na mo chekere ne saa nyame asem bia ne wa chia de make kire mo yo ase yetiri mo din dodo because ya bese say NPP was so as NPP am I na nya de omoko afoforo na beba o enye o papa na beba last time na me tie public account committee utie asema ye busa obi na o de nwanwan chese wodi o man na sika odwene ho abewu And then she was start birthday na me hu ye. Enipa bonifo ni na so waso dem ne o. Ghana the papa so waso dem abanimfo nyina akọ asore. Obi akọ asore. De ye kwa de ne ka kire ye san akọ mosque. Ye de adwene be na kọ ho de adwene be na ba fie. Pero obi na ka kire se enya de opa na maka kire o. Na de be boa o man no.
Na eno so na ohimen tawia say ugo PM was say when you speak to workers at workers of ECG, they are demoralized because they think personnel are being sacrificed. Na niema kadan nkwasiasem.
Kojo, I have been combing around to get these informations to also share with our audience. And we can also, beyond this, we can also talk about some of the installed projects in Ashanti Region when it comes to electricity distribution and generation. We'll talk about that later. So what we do know is that engineer Peter Kofi Fletcher is a young, promising engineer. He was a general manager for Ashanti substation. So when we mention substation, we are talking about all the he was in charge of sub-transmission. So all the substation installations at Angomaso, you can mention of the Rage, BSP, and the rest. It comes directly under this gentleman. So he was in charge. He was a general manager in charge of the substation. He has been transferred. To Accra, but as to which office, I can't say, because usually per the collective bargaining agreement between the workers of ECG and then POO, anybody who is transferred is supposed to be notified of the office he's going to, his new destination could be. But for this gentleman, his new office was not communicated to him. Then we have engineer Daniel Mensah Asare, is general manager for Ashanti East. This engineer or general manager, I was told, has a 1 month, left for retirement, but he has been relieved of his post for the manager in charge of the training school to take over from him. So for him, he is to hand over to someone else, but he's still, the handing over processes are ongoing. So these two key, managers have been relieved of their posts in the Ashanti region. But there's more to this. The ECG, senior and the junior staff think that we are just, this is a chess game. The right thing is not being done. These people, when you remove them, are not, the right solutions. Because engineer Peter Kofi Fletcher, as at December, I was told, there was a meeting of ECG board, and the board chairman himself, and then the acting managing director, they were all there. This man gave, a proposal, a presentation, underlying all the factors, all the challenges in the Ashanti region, and how or what can be done to solve this. It's all about infrastructure, development. But now the board chairman at that meeting said, this is somebody I need to transfer to the national headquarters to assist the work there. And then the managing director is said to have said that, no, we need this gentleman to work in the Ashanti region. So why is he being sacrificed at this point in time? Generally, when you speak to the workers in the Ashanti region, the idea behind this transfer is that these gentlemen were brought in by the MPP administration, and is the reason why they are being transferred from their current positions to elsewhere. But, the ECG management have also explained that these are management decisions, and it has nothing to do with politicians.
When your lights out, transformer BC, number 3 VRA, and I say ECG phone. Catwalk. Omen and Teodru, Dow, open your light, no, 2 weeks. So, from Gomo, I responding to them. And I know, this is a top pizza, and it's a woman be the Ebedo Massasa. The kind of attitude people have been playing, no. Now for yensan go here, you say some of the people that were employed by the NPP. Now NDC for Mahama Nana minim de hano. Why no father for father for? Meanwhile, every government have succeeded because he worked with his people. I now understand why it is her. Because if you leave a non-partisan person, that person will be in that institution and be operating with partisan heart. Jimmy Semon Kwa, ne editimanimu. Na ube yes and same who we now see one the be humable. There was certain institution be wa me humble da. GPRT number 1. Science institution no. Me nyananki akrabas be 1,000. Ni ya guo madwuma no magotena fi. They are very wicked people. Ba ko ni ECG. There for ni ECG for no. Another bunch of wicked people any. Unam ha ni meter. Ko twa sika ko twa brad no wonya meter. Obenya bia mo sisi ya utwa sika no wie no. Sa onya big boy na ye nimo society ni mu a light call for obebra che. Ankwase services ne dey mai. Wo be se wan hu mo ne. Hwe kai be work mo so. Na onu ka na asem wie no ana me se ade NDC fo ihu kai. Se boys na omo wo no nankasa na. Amwo mo munyi omo mfiri ho na ebi a well known MPP for nipa wa hold the position as MPP regional chairman. Wa be national secretary. Just wa occupy several positions as an MPP person. And the MPP no e get na fruma na kuma any trim nyansa ni na MPP na mu. And the ebe say obey lawyer to the country and for the ruling government because you guys what so we do say asemaba. Inje ma won solve it. I'm saying okay. Now in the midst of all this, relax it. Prophet Bia Shenkom or Shenkom not by 2024. I don't just come on. Me then come in 10 years of when and say this but so far way as a level of accuracy in Yados Nakra. Tibasha say pay attention to him. Or say some come here in November 2024. And I say by August of 2027. John Dramani Mahama will find a way and solve doing so once and for all. And so be talk a riababo light be num, let it be uncle off, presso be a mabu. But before that, a name of see our kind so. Because I am natural, maybe what's that video natural. But before that, Ghana for after say almost you to me say a sabotage. And the sabotage a friend is John Jinapo. Any John Dramani Mahama said be a did so tag no. Every bomb. Reaction Ghana for be air cano. Almost say I end this for a year. Then find your mood able. Now mobile mo father for all game na mu play. Meanwhile, nipa na share hono nyawa obeyewo. Na abo no onka wa. Ohun obe finish ya kire wo.
Breaking news na any dey hin. E dey any breaking news no. And say a CEO of GRIDCo ya dey. Ya suspended no for day for investigation ya omo ye wo Akosombo dam na ahye no. Ana mo say Ashanti Region penifo bi ya ECG no omo down no wo no. Omo so ya suspend woman like omo put ya pamu bi na ye di bia be shim. And this is a munye serious mumu diaglo. The mu ye mumu diaglo. Ya catch them say enkrofo bi wo like oman yi mu a o si yi o mu furu on tem. NDC mo baye mona mama kire Ghana for say Ghana ye di ni padom na kire na nye political party meboa ye ka na mbu ofu ye ka dem say munyi bi furu enkrofo bi san enkrofo bi wo mo manhwe o mo pese like o mo pe mo downfall mo pam wo mo say da ye ka na mbu ofu enye bibia na be ne partisan na bia na be partisan ye nye bibia partisan ene mo pam ayi furu no the friend say auto force in furu for finance na mo go for that pool ma me sheho munye serious o meguso ye muse ya na sabotage aban no obi akasa aban na bom wa feeli se mo hu hwe bom pam mo nyina na mo fa mo nkrofo sishim enye sa me say energy sector no o meguso do light ni say we put say mo hu re because some people before no be that so side dey ese ho no mo diablo afu na mo ye dey mo sa ke nkrofo se mo dey munye serious na mo ntsa ho
I'm saying, mon kan chiro mo. Mahama na me nim de ha no na sei. Na eno a o cannot tie MPP, a non MPP general secretary. National general secretary Edima MPP. Justin Frimpong Kodria. It is not surprising that there's doom so. The Mahama we know from 2012 to 2016 has not changed. It is still the old one.
There's doom so. There's doom so. What's your comment on that?
Hey, I'll comment. Why will not?
What's your comment on that?
Yes, but and then one say you can't near intimidating. Mama na ni no 2012 to 2016 no. Once say or that na umba kaya 2012 equal 2016. Na Ghana fo nya kanea. Ye kanea intimidating so. Ebra na yuru akofo press wetima hihye no mama kanea gina so NDC for by omotwe yakọ akire. Oma peni mama ebre mu ye den Ghana fo busa ne se openi ye da sum ye dwuma sei ye costo egu e ma mo pamade omotimi pamade omo mo spray kan timi nya ho adwuma enkwara me kan enkwara kotwe BC ye dum kanea no mo kọ abonten anoma kwatena se suade. Oma peni mama ka che se amanfo nya mobile phones bebre omo charge ntina ye dum kanea no. No ni solution bia ne ma Ghana for. O ka che Ghana for se pese nya kanea eni entwa to dodo etwa to e benya kanea ye nya eno kan bi na Ghana for the pamon 2016 na se bi o ka se me ya ne na ya adwo se Ghana for wa refi ka se bi enya refi a koma peni mama kan kwa so sa betra konya so bi o ba ye na normal wo ye nyina no esa de ekwa ni normal tibia no wo 2012 2016 nurse for teacher for doctor for your form a ntwe omoka enem no ka se bi wo ma ye adwuma 14 months aba ni ntwe omoka mama part 1 ngofo ye adwuma 3 years ntwe omoka 3 months pe mama part 1 ni nya kanea enne die si no se bi mo obi afa nkohye GRIDCo for se bi aba BBC ya civil servant for ne huna mane no crop asem ne se o man si kasem ati asisi o man si kasem asai NDC for beso mechanical omo ni ska makoto fango amienya kanea no
So maintenance
ben sabi o ma me owu na so ada obi ama me besore ibu so o ma me besore bia maintenance bia ni ho ne kwasem ne se iske ni ho o ma peni me kan che Ghana for se iske no nti dum so ne de etuom saa na obi aso de 24 hour economy ba 24 hour economy ne kanea no be yadwuma ise ne obi costo yegu na nnu achi ya me ko obi wedding wo ye wedding na kanea na dum ti wedding no mo pontem ninya ya ade atese tie o ma na ha adwan ese no ma o memwa enne kofo da sumu enkora kwa kotwe exams omuni kanea eti ka che Ghana for me kai yesu na ni enyi na fumi ya meta prepare onim ni din I told you so ya ka che Ghana for we told you so say ma no once sa de ote na anote anopa wi anajo sa na beba eti ye besre Ghana for say ya omo kwa hochire mu na so enda so ho MPP enyenyenye kra de nye wo kanea MPP enyenyenye kra de say bi wo kwa bank so pe dollar na onya bi MPP enyenyenye chicheni nurse ni wo so ye adwuma ibetu aka ene kokofo omo se bi e ko pay 6000 omo ko dwuma omo de 2500 na aba ne nyina na aba papa na NDC for ka no ene ni yehu enti dum so ne de e ha man no o ma peni mahama me to nkra dum so e ha o man no se bi ye bibi ansa na wako
we na ma for ka se mo sha se hwia case we mu na e be MPP for the way they are happy, their level of happiness and going back quickly to bring that dum so na see 2012 see 2016 and e caused by Kufuor time kai yeso amanfo gwa Akosombo go bompaye na Ghana na se bi ebi mo jimi too much enye jimi na ye jimi a na ye hu se Akosombo ensowe e ma yeso asofo ekogina ho se momom o momom paye enfa ma Ghana na Akosombo nso ne se ye wrade yankubu ye jimi o ye wie nu wie ye na 2012 besi ya ye say Kufuor si 2008 na ye bompaye ma Akosombo na na officer magically ya mfa one for power plant bagura meka ho no na eno ano mo national grade no I increase na problem na ho na solve ana solve mahama ba ni de ball no say ta and you ojiji asumbo left right in na dum so demonstration upon demonstration and the sako dem ye nwom tia no and na tese bebia obehuma mahama bia ne hu ye He tried and fixed it. MPP ba ye monto aso no. Ana sika no muboro na madi. Ave obeko na aka 5 hours of fuel. 5 hours. The whole country know. Na nadu kono na aka 5 hours of fuel. Ya tena sis rubbish mu. Obi anfa ntagi MPP. Ya busa na po ye hia timetable. O se ya nkwe ya de. Ya anfa dum so antagi the MPP. But all of a sudden, Yakoshi Akosombo, just in Fripo Kodia officer, he knows better now. Also, is a mama dear only doing so na in news. In the way, so we are gonna near on you say MPP we be na equay. When their first message to say oh the quest for power and no one or choice be bien can you. Now I know no one nekaso. Honorable Vincent Eko Asifua Ese hwe moment kan nokre enkyere the NDC na power no the way ekọ preso no onu amu wadam what sprinters wa bre papa enya wie bono e show pa uhuro.
Please, have you been experiencing doom so?
Before the God I serve. Enra. My light doom here around 6 p.m. It came back around 9 p.m. But Spinters, to be what Spinters Bia will attest to the fact. Around Spinters out to 18 Junction Honoma. Then around 10 o'clock.
That's PM.
PM. Yeah. The light went off again. It came back this morning around 4 or 5 p.m. A worrying situation. And this time, it is not as if it is only in Greater Accra. In my own Kumasi city, we are also experiencing such doom so. I don't know what the problem is, but you remember when the NDC was in opposition. I remember I listened to John Jinapo, the then chairman, ranking member for Energy Committee. How incompetent we were because Yintimi Malite in Naso. Even for a short period, because I remember that time, the energy minister, Dr. Matepuku Prempeh, spoke about doom CAC. They told us that the problem is not about any CAC. The problem is about incompetence. In fact, or granted a press conference. John Jinapo granted a press conference. In his press conference, Osaka said, MPP4 and then Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, ye incompetent because doom CAC na abano. It is because of our own doing. And then Onyankopon Adaroma, say nipa no a and the energy minister. Your guess is as good as mine. Kasa and Toponko. Kasa and Toponko. Today, and then Nkofonuma say here because of doom so. Today, and people who are not able to even sleep in the night because of heat. I'm not the one to say it. It is the Ghanaian people who knows it. But Gen Z is young people because remember 2024. But now I'm on TSA because they never saw John Dramani Mahama in 2013 or 2012 to 2016. That time no mususa. Obia wanya 18 years and now 20 years today. Obi or two about 2024 no 18 years at that time. No 20 years and now be or 22 years, which means say 2024 near no 20 years. But 2024 no 2014, 2013 and 2015 no. Say ni no sir. After be about 10 years into say no man want tiase. And so when we kept on saying these things, it was not out of spite or out of disrespect for John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency. It was out of the fact that we know John Dramani Mahama, we've seen him, we've experienced him. He's the same John Dramani Mahama. He's not different. But yeah, it's not Bemuno. How many times now this reckless and far-reaching doomso to say the this time? Who know Greater Accra, who know Kumasi at the same time, who know Cape Coast at the same time. Okay,
if they don't have the money and they don't have the power, the wherewithal to be able to manage the sector in such a way, say, lighter, they should let Ghanaian people know. And they should also make sure, say, over the timetable about, because they say, I'm going to minimum, say, light to one as a lighting. But if there's a timetable, then I will know, say, oh, maybe at this time they mean your light, because clearly what is happening is load shedding. How many power are they shedding? They should let the Ghanaian people know. They won't let the Ghanaian people know. They will continue to lie. They will continue to play the optics game. They will continue to play the settings game and make it look as if all is well, but all is not well. The Ghanaian people will definitely experience and tell you that all is actually not well, but they will tell you that all is well. Come to me. Bani e catch us one man. O ma mi ewu bani e catch us wada. Bosumi besono. Bo so ma me. We wu anase wada. E pra. Wo betene kankan.
But honorable sir, Metisa also they are doing some maintenance bill so that to make sure everything will be in place. Sir. It's very soon. Let me say Benya can fully active.
Yate. I will not be a prophet of doom. But MP4, I shall say ni doom say omukache say nya no kre. But we will not tell them say it is not true. We will just give them the benefit of the doubt as responsible opposition, as responsible minority. And especially ampa SEC no more ye no nti na mo ntimi malaite maswana. Dem ga cho say o ma me ewu a na aka che say wada nansa na woche e sha say ebon a wa na abesore afi ho kasa ampa me ma mo e den
na me say mon ka bi njere ndisi say omo ye smart enough they will have known how to deal with omo no mo ye MPP for na mo je omo me say Ghana Bar Association penina oti wono ni kunu ye MPP ni ono amu ye MPP ni Ghana midwife and friends say midwife and nurses association the same thing how secretary na no ojini odi atem di minister honorable economy account atem threatens and trust for sa kwa no o MPP group a ono anga sa beti GPR2 for the same thing when you leave your political opponent at the realm of power in other associations. Now, associations in the better country, no, are developing and as fall down. Trust me, they will make you fail. So, almost started by 2028, no more unpopular. On the mission, I know, and a branch reference, Yao Aduma Kuba Fishu said, why is the GRIDCo boss being asked to step aside instead of the energy minister, John Dinapo?
And can you say me? And son, you be from Yakra. Or say machines is over 12,000. And now my friend I'm some koto 2,000. They are harder than won't find your juma. And it won't
to transformers maybe or
transform yet you can 12,000. You can check it. You can check it.
But who say you so we
yeah you
like
transformer 2,500. Monfa yi akrobeto yi won't me won't me and kasa we are near Katrasi and you buy generation capacity. Enquire then a heading. Samia Dumakubefi, Messemen Kaka than Yaku. It is all my car best 100 crown. Enquire then a heading. Drive anywhere this and fat rotro. So, yes, here. And in also, we are no not yet in young Koga. Will be our known Sabi. What did come up for? That your coalition as a scapegoat. Say on cotton fee. Now, would your mama query out by a 2012-2016 3 places in the Jacoto Moon. Ade ojamra ene Yesu Kristo ni enimi so oba oja di nanimi hia de na de oba de oja so enimi hia de
ono na
na we say no ye ko ka chen so no bom obra don gina poti wono o crony no ayi o de say o doba no ono bom ni sector ayi na on kan hwe nchen ya
sector ayi na dija na kokoto
o say
sector minister on dija na kokoto
so pani na ono so da no on dija koto
in case on the
yeah, you anymore. Everyone me saying this if we be social media ni ade. They start that is why they take their decision. When you were here the adentina what you want. Now the ref is a BC sir. Professor most time. Kwa you know when you Kumasi ECG boss no. Imagine di one thing almost buy it's typical of them. Juma dia dia ma wo. But the bedroom you know. You don't have any complaint. We ja one man na time. Enquire then here then. You the job here, fix it.
Na Ghana for break. You know here. John Yanapo say who tin ya sha say call for no. They tried that nonsense with Sami Jamfi. Amfa. They have tried with the road minister, Honorable Kwame Governors, Agoja, Nanu Yaba, so awesome. Amfa. I'm not tried that with the Bank of Ghana about Ghana having lost on Dr. Johnson Sema Amfa. You tried that with Randy Abbey, the CEO of Cocoa Board, Amfa. And then you got try with Sam George, and also Amfa. You got try with the Foreign Affairs Minister, Samuel Kuja Black on the comments about Israel, and also Amfa. Guess who is next? The Energy Minister, John Jinapo. You try with community account, and so Amfa. They are trying and making sure say at least they can pin one NDC person down. And you people are allowing it. Mo mahon kwan. Mo de mamunye be careful, na munye hurry up. Na mo se madwene. Na power no mu bedi na mu ni nche. Ai, mu bedi na mu ni nche kra. Na obusa say ade na ye ono step down. Why the be sector minister no o te adwuma mo hobi. Anye do te adwuma mo wa peni na ye bi na di na yen wa di. Mo step aside no kwa mo kan na mempen we ga fire. Wo de mo ntwentwen mo hwe na mu say o kan ho bi. Wonim ho bi a oh mama na step aside keke nsewom because e go step aside nko ade mo de yam ba o mo de yam say ono onim ho bi mo nda syndicate na mo so mo ni na nsewom mo a new room room 25 room 28 na room 20 na mo sa na we anama lawyer Richmond Roxon say MPP for munya abotre na se oye problem na kadum so asema nka mo the last entity as mo kabi wase mo kono mo jai 5 hours of full mo ya we mo buy in 8 mfien watch 8 years ya national power grid no do say na mo de kan ho man fa hwe anka ho amari power na ye the command the people of central region no ana mo so ye rename ni din e de koye Kumasi power grid e de command Ashanti region enti dem pa na mo buy am here and no ground the amount of money ye de ko acquire the power grid na de buy no we no man drop one up and I'm free from Cape Coast. Educo pay mo Kumasi $71 million and no one come boy. So in the same city, the same country. Yeah, you go find the great free by we spend less than 30 million. And did them we mo dem pa na mo hwa anti as say e ka power asem e ka du so amukabi. O si na po ye gusa no de no ka tire. O si mu de ye de tese mo kan ye be respond na mo kama kama nti. Nti manya opportunity ana mo kasa ba hard hey masa munyai MPP mu ye last people am say hey enti we ni na de okay omo ye ana mo ba ya mo sa ja MPP for na sa wo honom no.
We've all defined what doomsday is. Doomsday is when you don't have enough generation capacity to meet your demand. That's doomsday. Yeah. So today lights are going off. Kojupoku will not call it doomsday because we have enough generation capacity.
Mr. Roxon has to leave, so I wanted him to respond. Yes. But please land briefly. He would respond and then he will leave.
No, basically, what I'm asking is that when lights were going off, which we all know happens, and the time people were calling for the timetable from the minister, there were localized problems that were going on. Lights were going off. Ask him if it is doomsday is the same as we have today.
Mr. Roxon.
You know, he knows I don't like to do partisan politics when it comes to energy, because both of us have been around for a long time. We were all in the civil society before, and so. But when you decide to engage in partisan politics, then we'll have to respond, which is 2024, and this is not what I am saying. You can write to GRIDCo using an RTI. Every single month we had load shedding. Every single month. The peak of it was in December 2024. For the first time in the history of our country, December, elections and Christmas were shedding over 700 megawatts of power. You can't deny that. 700 megawatts. You know 700 megawatts.
We're Ghanaian.
Oh, let me finish. I beg you, let me finish. 700 megawatts of power. And so at the time Ghanaians were calling for timetable. It wasn't localized fault. It wasn't an inferno or a natural disaster like what we are seeing today. You had been shedding load consistently for the whole period. We took the reins of power in January. Even fuel for us to power thermal plants, you didn't leave us any. As soon as possible, the chief of staff had to the president had to put together a committee chaired by the chief of staff for the government to, as quickly as possible, find liquid fuel to power thermal plants.
The energy minister told us 5 hours was left.
Yes, that's what that is their record. That's what they left. They left us 700 megawatt deficit, left us no fuel, left us 80 billion in debt at ECG, left us over $3 billion in debt in the sector. In 1 year, every single narrative, every single negative negativity they left us in the sector has been overturned, and he knows that. For 12 months, we haven't been shedding 1 megawatt of load for 12 months. In 1 year, we've paid $1.47 billion. For 12 months, we've cleared the $500 million guarantee that you failed to pay, World Bank guarantee that you depleted. We've paid your gas bills in 12 months. In 12 months, we are investing heavily in the distribution sector. In less than 15 months, we intend to roll out 2,000 megawatts of power. For 8 years, what was your record? And so let's not get into some of these things to be able to milk the system, and because today there's an inferno. If people were complaining at the time, if Ghanaians were asking you for timetable at the time, it was because for over 12 months you had been shedding load and were complaining. This is not what has happened in 3 days. In 3 days, when was the last time until recently your lights went? I know where he lives. Ask him whether his lights goes off.
Yes.
Until 3 days ago.
Yes. You want me to show you? Please. You want me to show you my communication with my district?
No, please, it's not that. No.
My problem in my area is a transformer.
I want you,
let me finish.
I will let you come in. I just want him to land. And then,
no, I'm coming.
Yes, I would. Please note it down. I want him to finish.
Until his transformer got overloaded. Ask him whether he was having those issues. And we've penciled to change the transformer. He knows that we've had that conversation. Let me finish. Please, let me come. And so please, let's not be political about. And on the comments,
I will let you come.
Yes, and then on the,
if you could land for me.
On the comments of moving people around, which is in every organization, you move people around. Every institution. In fact, the president of the republic, who has been voted for, even reshuffles ministers and CEOs. And so what is wrong if the managing director for a company like ECG, that operates thousands of people across the country, decides to move people? I'm glad he didn't mention that anybody has been sacked. Nobody has been sacked. But it is not, and they know. You can ask the district managers. Today you are the district manager for Kwabenya. Tomorrow you are moved to Accra East. Tomorrow you are moved to another. It is normal in companies like ECG and NEDCO. And so let's not try and then read meanings.
So it's not that they've been sacked, they've just been transferred to other parts of the country.
And they are still regional managers. They've just been moved around. So it is normal for shake-ups to happen. You do that to bring confidence, you do that to bring new ideas, you do that to bring new leadership. But let me serve this caution. Minister has said it. If you are a worker in any of the energy sector agencies and you are sabotaging the system, you will be dealt with. That nobody will countenance that. If there's any evidence to show that indeed you are sabotaging the system or the government, why should we allow you to work? Because yours is for you to come and work. It's not for you to come and engage in needless partisan politics at the workplace. It's to work. And so if people are not giving off their best, of course, administratively, the leadership of ECG or whichever agencies they are working with will deal with them. And it is normal. I run a law firm. If you don't produce the desired result, I won't keep you in my law firm. I don't think that Kojo, who has run businesses for a while, will keep somebody who is not giving off his best. And so it's normal. And he moves people around as well.
All right,
so let's not read.
And the same when you're serious. When you're serious, time. Now, Ghana, for you go so much of margin. Or say everyone in Ghana knows that the fire at Akosombo was intentional. You were expecting doing so. And when it didn't happen, you deliberately set the place on fire. There's no separate country for NDC or MPP. We all live in one Ghana. If you burn the whole country, we will not vote for you.
Ubia wa Ghana bia na musei. Akosombo na ashe no. Musheda pa ena mushi no. Ubia wa Ghana bia na musa Akosombo na ashe no. Musheda pa ena mu ashe no. If we say mu hwe na musa dunso beba ena dunso amba. Ente dunso amba no mwasheda pa ena mudija atumu ena Akosombo ashe ayembia NDC for no ye de o makọ hye baabi ena MPP for no nso hye baabi ye nyina ye wo man ni mu nti wo hwe na wo baby a wo no light off aba ho na ebe hawa fa wire no hye wotru mu ne fa so light no emba out kula ambekasa mo amunna na mo dunsa no ye kan se obeba fa light no fa hye wotru mu baby a toilet no fi ba no se toilet no onu so ye power nti fa light no ayi wires no hye wotru mu na so light no ma wo why me say mushi Ghana nyina ye betrem ye votu mamu da mushi Ghana nyina ye betrem ye votu mamu da last me share mama bi say a friend say Ghana card omo ye Ghana card jisika she de wuka Ghana card MPP woso no uko ya udi anu yila na uko yo muji 500 ebi ni muji 400 se mu ni mama ka kire mu ene ukwa 200 pe na ya mawo 200 pe na ya mawo me say de mu wetumi de Ghana ahyenso mu na machim say mu betumi de Ghana ahyenso na masi Ghana na masa chim ye votu mam mu party no asay sisi ya the base oba beji o man no mu party no asay the base waba hwenkrofo edi nechi na kire say uyi ndisi wo ho a the base ne wo ho party mienu no ene wo ho nti mu party no asay mu de mu koso a mu him niam nyina e wo Ghana ye betene mu obi a no mu say mu ana mu ye mi say de mu ye ni mu se mu asem de mu ye no mu se ma asem mu se ma asem kura de mu ye no mu se ma asem kura atem didie ni nsem ayende mu ni nsem mama free so no we din ye ndisi fo nyina ye din nti nyakopo kun de kuma no nti de mu ye no mu se mu ma asem kura de mu ye no mu se ma asem se mu ni mama ka kire mu
ne kura na se o se obi anim se ade boapayo obi na hye da akwache no na mo twen se NDC mo de dun so ta ye be mo ntia jam mam 5 hours of fuel mpo enu na ye dredwe mu abesi ne nti mo hu se bi entimisi no ma for so akwache Akosombo dam na o se Ghana no ye ni MPP Ghana na NDC Ghana ehye a ye na etim bi ba enu so nkyere se de mu we ebe mo 2028 abeso am yato aba mamu anu pa de la lai am say Ghana for ebi apimo makuma pa o but it is what it is. Say, unye the right kind of politics. Am I the message, the plans, the ideas are what put in place for the people of the country. Now just about attacking, making sure the other person feels. Now, Ophelia, what shows that you are bringing me success? As a Ghana near Kodus Niho, Wako Malamon as Wako Bosumpo. Onga say, many not on the same thing. Ni de ekoso buanam so me de enkoso anam buam na me de enkoso nteno minuan yet on the same thing ni de ekoso se ne de mame kwasia o se ne de na ma na e ba be kan de ho ebinie. So if the NDC fails, does it mean that the MPP all of a sudden are successful? And once you compare me and you are both failures. They are quite cheap, miensa, near UP party or and the base soon ebano cheddar. I'm going to the friend saying the new force. And you're 2 days, you're good money now. You're too to be. Send you, I never be a candidate who's a moon now, so a pair. You're Jaban to send you by force. I'm what Tom. Now, where they are, a young entrepreneur. Walk Maxi. What started a human you, I shall say, a friend saying, watermelon smoothies name, banana smoothies name, so bullion on your back. Light out in 300 bottles of the juice and yogurt no ni na say we ECG for light someone we aka a country papa bia o series ECG for a obedi say scan from monchen because untimi me say young person na ono adwuma no mun creative bia mun timi creative bi say o start here the business I so be gunu now the negligence of some few people who are occupying some offices munyo maduma yenti onim pass transform away nipa 5,000 timi fa ne nipa na increase to 15,000 kwasasem no da so te ho wo da so te office wo ye den say young lady was I go for says can one capital no kunya we in a proper country in case you mo de ka in case you mo de ka kan we twu mu time kan betwa ba hwe na fom ha de ahwe na hwe yansi na ECG force the message e de aba regarding how our substation no on best or transform in the
The problems in whole will not be solved without an upgrade of the entire system. And that upgrade includes building a new transmission line at 161 kilovolts. What we have today is 69 kilovolts. We need to upgrade that to 161. And we need to build a new substation, a bigger one. When we are done, it will be 5 times the current capacity at home. Now from there, we can supply customers at good voltage, so they can power their equipment. Air conditioners can work, fans can work, motors can work. So that's the mission we are here. We have identified 2 sites, but we need the region to support us to acquire them. We will pay for them, but we need to work with the individuals who own those sites so we can pay and the work can progress. Significantly improve the power situation here. You will have good voltage, stable voltage. 2 institutions. When we talk about BSP or bulk supply point, it is the point ECG buys power from the transmission grid. So the transmission company, which is GRIDCo, must build their side, and we too must build our side. Now we take it from GRIDCo to ECG, and we can then move it around, transmit it to the ECG substation that you see around in the communities. And from there, we can supply low voltage to customers. So it's the 2 institutions. That's why we are here together. As we said in the meeting, the government has already voted funds to support this project. And right now, we are racing against time to do it. So they should just give us a little bit more time, and we will come through for them.
Now, according to ECG for now, say, mo amotia kra, mo be continue experience a friend scheduled power outage. The lights because I go on and off.
We must use these images positively. We shouldn't use them as a way of trying to ridicule the activities of ECG. We've seen fake footages of somebody saying that because the girlfriend is here, they are shutting down or they are putting off that area because the friend or the enemy or something. No, this was purposely done to allow us to work, to do the replacement. It's part of our safety protocols. So we shouldn't use it wrongly. It's for its positive use.
Teshi ni Nungwa substation, omu upgrade with 2 transformers, and Teshi Nungwa for so still pressure no gusu egumuchem, and that's what enko he. ECD General Manager for External Relations, Dr. Chasni Ayiku, or say 4 to 6 hour outage are necessary for safety. I apologize for the inconvenience.
Take my question. The people are complaining, everybody, including me. We don't have lights. One, if we have lights, our previous are running. If you are done with this works you are doing now, are we going to have stable power supply?
Of course, we are. And don't also forget that after the replacement of the power transformers, we also do the replacement and upgrade of over 2,500 distribution transformers within our communities. You know, from the power transformer, it steps down into our distribution transformers, which we see in our various communities. So after that, we'll move into that. And government has approved the upgrade installation of over 2,500 within our operational areas. So yes, there's going to be stability. Even now, there's relative stability within the system, but we need to improve on that so as to be sure that our customers would not
not have any challenge with power supply.
Why are meters running more than Usain Bolt?
The meters are not running more than Usain Bolt. We replaced our meters because the previous meters were obsolete. I mean, they've worked for so many years. And as the rule, between 10 and 15 years, are supposed to replace meters. So most of the meters that were running at that time were obsolete. I mean, they were tired, if I should put it that way. So you have to replace them. So these new meters are actually capturing your right consumption. If you have a challenge with your meter running, you can come to this office. We can come and do a thorough audit of your system. Sometimes it could be wiring, sometimes it could be the earthing, sometimes it could also be the fact that you've not even seen any routine maintenance when it comes to your entire wiring system within your homes. Some of our buildings are over 20, 25, 30 years. And after a certain time, you must rewire, because it can also cause some leakages within the system. So yes.
As PR for ECG, would you say you are doing your work well? I'm asking this because most people complain about the fact that they don't know before they realize the lights are off. Why are you not informing the public well about the times the lights are going to go off?
I mean, let's even look at the beginning of this replacement and upgrade. We've informed the media. Our PR and marketing officers within the communities are engaging our communities. I mean, through the use of announcement vans in the communities. We are posting announcements on our socials. We are engaging our public on all of our platforms. We are engaging them. But of course, there's more room for improvement.
According to Akosombo, Ashanti, Akosombo Dam Ashanti, about 4 to 6 hours a day. Man for most hours around the Namuzu, Akosombo Dam, no. Time forget it. Why? So we know which one could pay different area, coach, I do phone. Namu be them. Now, I want to go so now. Where did this go to Kumasi? I do one time yet into Python, Onino. Wakwasha omwa cables ni biasiama wanyina yesel tom omunsi ho omungo hoda ebede na munya power outage ebede na dunso ma afa no mayire mo yi wo wona afiri wo a omatima afo amonima so na ne mema ma hu wo no obi akona chi 3 steps
You would say, I was some bow. We are not doing Peter way.
So, what Pierre will crowd over? Yeah, and I thought you
huh? Cassia power. And the winner, your bar. Hey, serious.
Fatua na fa give what on. Obetuma tunu. On krawa ra anani ba. Wa break.
Then we are now the lava
Johnny Tina.
Where they are no one. Now run am dey say we here.
I would say you could say na ma me ni je would say you hanu mu ya pie pie na ma do na pie. Ono afi no okay ja hanu da wa suru di fashion nefa bottom so ni ha bottom so ni wo
o me yinu so ani ti do ba da hu se ha
Ane de ya yina pram na mo de akra de say de ko to police station wo de ko wa aso wo pra wasi na no police for ba chi wo bro no wan ti na ko a
ende masa we dey alert mo fa kase na mo fa kitu na mai
Mbajo na boss bi da so mo fa mai wa ahon no
Eti mbajo we mo de betu ye kan nu ana ye kan nu na mo de betu mo de betu ye kan nu ye dia ko aya me sire gra
Yes, sir, I need to be you. I say how they were na waso. What you kwa? Ba want to make about on pie.
Hey, masa, unzro.
I want to make about on pie. Once I want about on pie.
Baby awanya.
I want to make about on pie.
Only move fuck it one. Na me say na onko chom no go unzro.
So one funny sir, what they are bad, you know.
I do not work so me so no so hand the best no.
The funny na kan homa.
O da bi o mo ba ma na bre mo nyi mfu mo nyi ntu no no so ho me. O mo ko sia ni.
Ah, ko sia ni.
Na we kura hu se. Wow.
Kusiani ni.
Ata bobo mpo.
Ya bobo, nti na bobo. Ba ko na e boy.
Untimi ndi ni.
Na we di.
Ah, bimudi. Na ye winam na ye ndi numba.
Se we kura. Kusiani ketwane.
Asa ketwane.
Kusiani nyina ni.
Asa mo hwe ho yi.
Masa bi o sa ko hwe bi. Masa ko hwe o wa. Yesra o.
Empapa ide. So I be a pie bat and no any problem.
Who don't like enjoyment? We have enjoyment what it. Now the head of communications at the Electricity Company of Ghana, I was started as the International Affairs and External Relations. Charles Ni Ayiku, say, Anche Ghanaians will enjoy stable power. Say, we transformer no, fixi we pe Ghana ye proven na to atwa. Enti the air cost we na no to atwa. Yenya bo train relax. Am say na namu say transformer na problem na matna has and then be most man demand fix am yi. Yeah, how night transformers. Okay, no hala. Government of the day added over 3,000 transformers and abandoned to the country, according to Richmond Roxon Esquire, Director of Communication, Edinburgh Minister of Energy and Green Transition. The say over 3,000 transformers are after say be install our areas are here transformers in now. Ghana and India forget to do so. Do so 18 of the past. Now, this is the prophecy. Our prophet no edit my on the November 2024 and also 2 years time a friend is saying 3 years time 2027 on in August John Dramani Mahama and the energy sector minister John Abujinapo ebe bo adwuma ma adwuma no mebo no Ghana nso to say yirim said ya asuwa onim no Ghana nso to network tiko TV tiko light tiko and the old creative tiko ko ba friend no na obi ebuki dada ndi Ghana de nso to ya bibia tiko ogas obi sem sika osim network ni nye atiko eti sa atiko ni na no o say after say be solve bibia wie face transformers ni sa niam na sa time no am transformer di ba na face transformers Akosombo so na say na be increase e the power ni because abeka on ye we ni na wie a ye wie.
The third year of Mama, when you sit down in Ghana, you will be comforted. You will be comforted. I can assure you that in 2 years from that time, when you are in Ghana like this, all of a sudden people complain and say, it will never happen. And I will see a news in August 24th. August 24th, specific. 2025. No, in 3 years, the 3rd year of Mama's reign.
Okay.
That's specifically, it was recorded that throughout a full year and more, there has never been light out in anything above a small second of an exploded transmission.
Hey!
Transform. Wow. Full record. There's never been light out, even when the rain is falling. No. Because there's a system that is coming in. The man is now appointed to restructure all the old mistakes, to come and prove that is the only thing he's doing, and to correct that he has actually done something and he's willing to do so. I'm not campaigning for now, but I'm telling you the truth.
They will soon manifest.
I'm showing you the news specifically. Wow.
Yes, I have power outage. Bio, wait, a prophecy. Me, and Yamana measures our prophecy, no, and I can ask them. But Genesis, why should they burn Akosombo Dam for that prophecy to come true? And she said, I don't think far. Are there any question Akosombo Dam? No, because I'm here. Say, when you say secret now, catch me. Our comment section, I say. Now, say, if indeed, some of the workers are presumably, yes, so me MPP for and this age man, Ghana no, Omuntimbiana. Almost say Ghana, we are different Ghana. And Ghana Corona in a bit. Are you? Confubone, who's the Corona share? Utimbi. Catch me what comment section, I say, the wet here so far. Would you blame the wine? Wanna see Akosombo Dam. Na boss, chief executive officer, na Odano. Yes, on step aside. Ashanti Region, shake up giddy. Among us, Montias, and say normal. Institution baby na yitai shake up. JB and normal. We say I didn't in Ashanti Region. We say I didn't in Ashanti Region, MP4, and you blame mom. I'm saying, I love a lot of questions. And to move for answers, no. And for my comment section, I say, when we are subscribing, like in a share, when we are so aged, you know, Maxi, Billian. I will naked true to Oldboga trends, mackerel. Bye bye.